Hello, this is Grillenheimer, the Gamers Need Christ side. That's the fault of this channel. I'll admit. Uh, not not this, but just that it's obvious. You can see two different sides of me when it should be all one focus. But a long time ago, I don't remember when, I don't remember my age, I don't remember what year, I had a really disturbing dream. Um, and I remember writing it down to some extent. It was pretty graphic. Like I said, everything really comes together because I did all these boat transformer characters based on boats we had at a lake house. Well, in this dream, I was at that lake house, kind of. And, when it got cool and cold, I'd walk through the woods. Most of the time, I'd be by myself. Nobody cared. There was no fear of someone snatching me up or anything. I'd be like 8, 10, 12, 13 years old, and I'm romping through the woods by myself. Uh, but in this dream, I was romping through the woods by myself, and I kind of remember about where I was, because there's way back when, before they kind of paved it, it was all the roads were just gravel, just dirt and gravel. Um, and there's a corner, and in the dream there was a house at this sort of little T intersection, and nearly in the woods, but it wasn't in the woods. And I remember wanting to go into the house, and it was a little one-story dark brown house. And I remember hearing sounds coming out of it. They were sexual sounds. And when I went in, so everything seemed active. And I wanted to go in, and I went in. But when I went in, I was standing all by myself, because the floor was littered with dead, nude bodies. And it was very shocking. And I remember it was almost as if someone else may have been there with me. And for all I know, it could have been Jesus. And for all I know, this could have been a prophetic dream. But at the time, let me finish the dream. And I remember looking there, and it was like graphic, but not graphic, because it was very dreamlike. I couldn't tell that they were nude, but I knew these people were nude. For 1 minute, when I was outside the house, they were alive, and I went in and they were dead. And there was blood everywhere. So a lot of this doesn't make sense until today. I probably had that dream 30, 33, 28 years ago. I can't remember. I was around 20. I can't remember where I was living. I don't know if I was still with my parents and still in college, or if I was at the apartment by myself. I don't remember. But I remember the dream, and that's what's a key here. And I remember someone being with me or standing beside me that I couldn't see. And after walking among these dead people, I went back out of the house. Now, when I was that age, I considered it a bit of an omen or a warning that if I wanted to get into immoral acts like that, I would turn up just like them. But 30 years later, I'm taking a shower, and this realization comes over me, just out of the blue. almost divine intervention, if you will, that it dawned on me. It wasn't so much directed at me, it was directed at you. Because if I'm supposed to help be the voice of God and to help spread his word, spread his truth, I need to be the salt of life. I need to be the salt of the earth. I need to be a disciple of God, a disciple of Christ. I have got to get the word out. I have to be one just like so many other people, whether it's William Hall or Crowder or the 10-minute Bible guy, Matt, what's his face, and all these other people that are believers, that understand truth, that want to spread the truth, that want to spread God's name and Jesus Christ's name. And I realized we are standing in a dead world. This dream was very symbolic. I didn't fully understand it back then. But the world is dead. We are living in a dead world. I'm dead. You're dead. Or was. I mean, I could flip back and, you were, what was it? 2 Corinthians 6 or whatever, 1 Corinthians 6. You were this, but now you are different. You have been born again. You have been washed of your sin. Don't fall back to it again. But that's not where I'm going with this. Instead, I'm going to Matthew, where Jesus is talking, and it's about sort of the picture of the kingdom life, if you would say. I'm in Matthew 5, and he's going about all those that are blessed and blessed and blessed and blessed, and blessed are those that have been prescribed. Blessed are those that are peacemakers. Blessed are those that are merciful. Blessed are those who are hunger. And I'm kind of going backwards, if you can tell. But let's start at 5:13 and go to the end. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has become tasteless, how will you be made salty again? Is it good for nothing anymore except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men? You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do men light a lamp and put it under the peck measure, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. When I try to make videos, I try to remember to turn these lights off because they're very distracting. And where are these lights? They're up on the ceiling. Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Because I understand this dream in a different light now, no pun intended, that as we live in a dead world as Christians, we need to be a light for others. No, we are not Jesus. No, we are not Christ. But as believers, we have a part of Him, a part of God in us that allows us to not just commune directly to God now, but no matter how deceived our kids are, no matter how deceived the world is in their illusions, dressing up like they're in some demented play, wanting to create chaos and getting on TikTok and telling us what the gender of the day is. No, get rid of TikTok. That's number one, the first thing you need to do. 2, don't let your kids on TikTok or social media. But the main thing as I realized is that it's dream-wise, symbolically, the dead people in the house were very much alive. I walked in, I'll say they saw me, and I walked out. And yes, it could also be directly a message to me, about staying away from sexual immoralities. But I say to you that this is in a direct way of getting the truth out. No matter how much they hate us, no matter how much they distaste us, no matter how much we are slandered, we have to keep preaching the good word to people that need to hear it, to people that need to be simply loved. Which means we can back up and read verse 11 now. Which, 3 to 11 is he's explaining, be blessed for those when you do this will be rewarded to you. Blessed are you when men cast insults at you and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely, all on account of me. The world hates him so much. Satan hates him so much. They are using us against us to blaspheme his name because they don't believe. They don't want to believe. But we can't stop. We cannot stop loving other people. And sometimes getting to the truth has to be slow. We have to have patience. We can't nail religion into people's heads. Some people are so sensitive to the truth that we have to take it easy. We have to put on an IV and let it drip. Say a little something every now and then. Ease people into what they want to hear compared to what they need to hear. And eventually, hopefully, with prayer, with your prayer as a Christian, they will eventually understand and get the seed of curiosity, get seeds of the truth to want to look and find that truth. That's where we are now. So as we walk in our Christian life, mired and surrounded by people, mired in sexual immorality, we can't quit. We have to be their light. We have to be the salt of the earth and wake these people up and get them back in understanding and seeing God, believing in God, believing in Christ, because he is the only way you can. Oh gosh, I had to have it memorized and it just escaped my mind. He is the way, and the only way to God through life is through Jesus Christ. That's paraphrased, I know. I'm sure someone will say it in the comments, which will be great. That's all I have time for. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be the light of the world. Because I know I'm being shadowed here for some of the things I've said in the past. Again, having over 3 dozen people following me now, I know people are watching me. More than just 3 people. So, like this, comment on this, share this. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day, and we'll catch you in the next one.